I am a certified athletic trainer and a master trainer and spokesmodel for Lifepro. And I'm so excited to say hi to all of you today. It has been a crazy several weeks. What I am so excited to be sharing with you is we have more innovative products to launch starting today. So, being that we are launching live from Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. See, now I'm thinking because I'm so excited it like caught me. Anyhow, we are streaming live from all three of those social media channels. So as you are seeing that I'm here, make sure you tune in and let me know where you're watching from and which social media platform you prefer. We are super excited to be launching a whole new series of products coming up in the next several weeks. Um, I like to call it anti-aging or aging backwards because we have so many different great things that we've been planning on for over the past year. And so I'm excited to be able to start sharing some of those things with you today. So we are going to be having a giveaway today. So somebody's going to take home this new product today. Make sure that if you are the lucky winner, that you let us know via Messenger, or you can text me or message me directly if you find it hard to contact Lifepro. Um, but we are going to have a little interaction here about falling into wellness for the fall because we're into the fall season. So depending on where you're located, all the weather is starting to shift. The trees are starting to color and transition into these beautiful different kaleidoscopes of different yellows and orange and browns and reds. So depending on where you're coming from, maybe you live down in Florida where there are no differences in trees, and maybe you live in the Midwest where I'm located near Indiana, where everything is really starting to turn and the apple orchards are open. So we are falling into wellness. Okay, now the product that I'm excited to share with you today is not about falling down on the ground, but it's about stabilizing you and training in your balance and your strength. Because as we get older and as we move less, our ability to sense our surroundings declines. And so we have a new product that is going to be able to help you with balance training, but also working the core, working those muscles, working on your center of gravity, and just is an all out fun piece of equipment to play around with. So, as I'm seeing everybody flooding in here, I have missed so many of you because it's been several weeks. I think it's been over a month since I've been able to do a live with all of you because we haven't had anything new launching. I know many of you might have been tuning in with our yoga series, but here in the next several weeks, we have new stuff coming your way. So, make sure that you're staying in tune with our text messages and our emails and our announcements on all these different social media platforms so that you can be in the know of what all is coming out because like we did the video commercials just last week for all of our new stuff, and I have never been so excited about all the new stuff coming out because Joel and Abe have just gone out big time on making us feel younger and making us feel more alive and more balanced in our life. So I'm saying hi to everybody. I see Bonnie is in Florida, and oh, I can only imagine how beautiful and how breathtaking that fresh air is near the ocean. And we've got Phoenix here with Kelly. I'll be out in Phoenix the week of Thanksgiving. I'm actually going to be teaching a live class to an RV resort over there. So if you happen to be chiming in from Arizona and you want to jump in on that opportunity, make sure and reach out to me via Messenger, direct messaging, because we are going to be doing a live video experience at this RV resort where they've been using my YouTube videos in order to deliver these balance exercise classes using the Waver and the Turbo and our other whole body vibration platforms. So if you happen to be in Arizona, the week of Thanksgiving, I will be flying out there to teach a live class down in the southern part of the state at an RV resort. So super excited to see you in Phoenix. And we are tuning in from Chicago, the Windy City. And I'm seeing Lee in Virginia. Oh, I'm jealous because the mountains in Virginia are amazing. And this is the season of the Gully River Rapids. I love whitewater rafting. And so, yay. Oh, I'm so excited. We've got New England here. We've got Louisville really close to home. Northern California with Andrea. Wow. So excited to see everybody here. Okay, now we are aging day after day. And of course, stress is the biggest problem that causes our brain to slow down and how it responds to the surrounding and our stimuli. We have the ability to train neuroplasticity, which is the rate at which the brain processes information to give us our ability to balance and to make different decisions, choices, and reaction timing. Some of it is automatic, and some of it is we actually have to process it. But neuroplasticity is something that also helps with the slow delaying and the treatment of dementia. And so as we get older, we have to continue to work our balance because it doesn't matter how good we are at balance, it doesn't matter how young we are or how old we are. Balance is always the center of our being when it comes to developing strength and coordination and the ability to be mobile without falling. So if we don't balance out our life and our different components of wellness, then we're more likely to take a fall. And the older that we get, when we do take a fall, we're more than likely to break a hip or to break a leg. And if that should happen, that's just not good because then we're looking at a total hip replacement or we're looking at being in a treatment facility until our body heals. And who has time for downtime when we have a life to live, right? So, excited about the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer. And so I'm going to show you how this works here in just a second. But first, since we are falling into wellness, I want you, when you hear me talking about falling into wellness, or if you hear the word fall, I want you to tell me what you might be needing from us or what you might be doing to working on balance or just working on being your best self. So it can be one word, it can be a phrase, but depending on who is participating in here, one of you is going to be selected not by me, but by the individuals behind the stage and working from the back of the scenes. One of you is going to get sent the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer. And I'm really excited about this product because I've been working with a similar product that took the fitness world by craze 20 years ago. And the Horizon Balance Ball is incredibly similar, but much cheaper, much easier to use at home than some of our other options that are out there. And so with the variability of how you can use the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer, there are so many different ways you can play it, whether it's for balance, whether it's for core development, whether it's for relief of pain, whether it's for flexibility. And they must have heard me over time, and they must have heard all of you over time because guess what? We now have the Amber Squishy Ball. This is the first product that includes the Amber Squishy Ball. I know, right? I'm sure that they don't want me to call this the Amber Squishy Ball, but this is what everybody knows it as, is the Amber Squishy Ball. So you get your own very squishy ball with the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer. So it's awesome. But what I want you to give me some feedback on is what are you doing to fall forward into wellness? What are you doing? Whether it's taking supplements, whether it's meditation, whether it is going for a walk. I want you to comment, what are you doing to fall forward into wellness for a better you so that we can keep our life not only balanced with how our body is able to move, but also our mind and how our emotion and our spiritual energy is staying balanced. Yes, we all need an Amber Squishy Ball, right? So this is specifically branded for Lifepro, though. I'm really excited about this. So let me go ahead and show you guys what we got going on here. This is the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer, okay? And for the next 2 weeks, starting today, it's available starting now. It is $79.99 today, which is more than half the price of other competitor products that are out there. And what I love about this product versus some of the other things, it is multi-textured, so it actually feels good and you can get a good grip. But on the other side, it's got a non-slip textured surface on this side as well. So this would be very different from what I've used in years past. But the dynamic surface allows for balance benefits and it forces your body to work a little bit harder to perform exercises that you might like perform at home very simply. So whether it is doing sit-ups or push-ups or planks, squats, lunges, bicep curls, I'm going to show you how to add different opportunities at home with products you might already have, how you can add those to this to create your own little workout. But whether you're wanting a total body workout or you're wanting to work balance, I use this a lot for injury recovery, but I also use it for relaxation and for back pain. So you can incorporate it into yoga, you can incorporate it into some deep stretching. So many things that you can use with the Horizon Balance Ball Trainer. Um, what I like, this has a max capacity, okay? This has a max capacity of 440 pounds. So it doesn't matter whether you are 200 pounds and you're adding 50 pounds of resistance in weights to the exercises, or whether you are tipping the scale a little bit on the higher side than what you want to be. The Horizon has the ability to hold 440 pounds, but it only weighs it weighs less than 15 pounds. It's only 14 pounds in size. Okay. Yes. So I'm seeing moving. As doctor says, motion is lotion and movement is medicine. Motion is lotion and movement is medicine is what I like to say all the time. So if you're in pain, turn your pain into a greater purpose. Okay. And with the Horizon and working on balance, you're going to be able to fall forward into wellness doing an assortment of several different exercises. Now, we have got recessed handles here. So you have areas that you can grip. Okay. Again, we've got textured non-slip surface here. And on the other side, we've got textured non-slip surface. And it's just a beautiful color because blue is very healing. So I love the blue. The other thing that you're going to see that a lot of other products out there don't have is it has this little area right here where you can clip in. You can actually clip in a set of resistance bands that you might already have at home, whether it's from the Rumble X Pro, you can clip in to that and you can use that with the device. Or I use what's called similar to a J bands for shoulder rehabilitation for athletes. So we can clip a set of the J bands in, and then we've got splits. We got split resistance bands. So there's so many different things you can do. And then it's on both sides. So we've got two different positions that you can clip in extra bands. Now, that being said, we also have the bands that come with all of our vibration platforms. Now, this does not come with anything in addition to other than the squishy ball, because we know many of you are already using some of our platforms which already have the bands. So dual purpose. So in order to connect your bands without using a clip, you're going to take your signature Lifepro resistance band. So you can actually use this to help balancing on top, but you're going to take it and pinch it, and you're going to run it right through here. Okay. We're going to run it right through here, whether you go from the top down or from the bottom up, it doesn't matter. But you're going to see my hand squeezing through, and you're going to take the handle and you're going to run it through that little hole that you just created, and you're going to pull, and now the band is in contact with the Horizon ball. Now, if you are doing stuff that is mobile, meaning I'm going to show you how to use this for cardio, I'm going to show you how to use it for a variety of different things. But if you're using it for cardio and you're moving around the ball a lot, you want to make sure not to have this attached because we don't want it to be a trip hazard. We don't want you to fall going the wrong direction while you're trying to go forward in the right direction. So what are you doing to working on falling forward into your wellness? Okay. What are you doing to do that? When you get this product, when you click on the link attached here so that you can buy it either on Amazon or you can buy it through Lifepro Direct, again, $79.99 today starting and going 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, you don't have to have a promo code in order to use that. But when you start to use this, I want to make sure that you understand it comes flat. It does not come inflated, okay? It's going to come squashed like a pancake, all right? And so here is your intake valve for your air. And we are going to include this hand pump, so you don't have to have anything mechanical at home in order to inflate it. And you're going to have a tape measure that comes with it. And we cover all these instructions in a new orientation video that we just recorded commercially last week. And you're also going to get an extra plug should you lose your plug that comes with, and then this really cool little tool that opens the valve It unplugs the valve so that you can inflate it or deflate it. Now, it's going to give you directions to use the tape measure for 21 centimeters. So it's measured in centimeters, not in inches. So if you convert that at home, if you should lose your tape measure, I'm going to show you here. There it is, okay? It is 21 centimeters is what you want the height of this to be when it's inflated. So as you are working on inflating, okay, you're going to use your tape measure, and I like to keep it right here at the very top, okay? So right there, and you just want the bottom of the tape measure to be in contact with the floor, but we don't want this to be inflated any higher than 21 centimeters. You can do lower, but we don't want it any higher, okay? Because too much inflation will cause it to defect, okay? So I am not going to show you on this one right now how to inflate it because we have a video on how to do that. And I don't want to waste all of your precious time in showing you how to use a pump to inflate. But the same pump will also inflate your squishy ball, okay? What I like to do with the squishy ball, I like to overinflate it getting started so it will stretch out a little bit. And then I like to deflate it just a little bit to make it a little more squishy. So if you inflate your squishy ball and you find that it's too squishy or too firm, you can pull the plug, and I'm going to show you how to do that here. And then I'm going to take you into some exercises. Okay, I will come back up there, Dana, and I'll show you exactly what I just did so that you have an idea. Okay, so your cool little tool here. We're going to slide it underneath it here like that and pop the plug, and it's deflating. Stick your finger over it when you feel how much squishy you want to it. You're going to take your plug and pop it right back in there. So you have control over how squishy or how firm the ball is depending on what you're using the ball for, okay? Now, I'm going to show you really quick how to work what you were just trying to see from where you were. You're going to take the same little tool, and it goes underneath of this plug. Whoops, and I just deflated. I just pulled the plug. So now I actually get to show you how to do this, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to put your horizon ball flat, and you're going to grab your hand pump, okay? Now, the tricky part is knowing that it's actually tall enough. So what you can do, I don't have any handy with me, but what you can do is you can tape your tape measure, and you can actually tape it to the top of this so that you know exactly where it should fall in line with the ground. So if you can see right now, I have about another inch or so, about 3 centimeters left that I can inflate this. So I'm going to pump away. And you're going to notice when it's starting to feel a little bit fuller, a little firmer. And I'm going to remeasure so that I know that I'm right where I want it to be. We still have about another centimeter left that we can inflate, but we don't have to inflate it that much. That's just the max capacity. You don't want to inflate it over the max capacity or it will come off the rail. All right? And we don't want that to happen while you're exercising. That would not be fun, but it's still pretty squishy. Hey, anybody work in self-defense? You can totally work punching. So if you get really frustrated with people around you, right? Okay, now, in listening to what you have said in the past with our vibration platforms, we have the poster. Oh yes, we came out with an exclusive poster just for the balance ball trainer so that we are fulfilling all of your happies with all these different exercises that you can do. Let me come up close and in person. So we have lots of options of how you can do all these different exercises. And listening to your requests, you cannot buy this on Amazon like you can some of the other posters that have been referenced. But we do listen to what you say, and we do try and provide so that we are fulfilling your excitement and being able to use the product. Okay, so Now, I want to show you what we can do with this because I love this piece of equipment. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna get all my bands out of the way, and I want you to continue to tell me what you're doing to fall forward into wellness. And those of you who are working, falling forward into wellness, typing it in, even if you've already done it once, keep giving me some energy here. We're gonna reward you, one of you, with a Horizon Balance Ball Trainer, okay? And I'm gonna move all of this stuff out of the way so you can see just my ball working with my squishy ball. Super excited about that. I just can't tell you. When I open the box and the squishy ball's in there, I'm like, yes, they are listening. They love this, right? So, very, very cool stuff. Okay. Now, basics. Let's go back to basics. As you're getting used to this, it's just, and I'm going barefoot, but you can wear shoes, okay? I'm barefoot because I just happen to be barefoot at the moment. But if you just want to step on and step off just to get a feel for it, it is really unstable at times. So just make sure if you're just using this for the first time, make sure you have a countertop or you have a chair to hold on to so that you feel a little bit more balanced with options, okay? I'm going to move my bottle of water out of the way. So we're going to step on, tap up, and tap back. Step up center, tap up, tap back. We're just trying to get an idea of where we're at in balancing. And then once you get comfortable with both sides, then we can step up and step up. So now I'm actually on it, okay? You've all heard me talk about working the toes and the bare foot and the bottom of the foot, okay? So we can just push our feet down and try and see what we're feeling in our hips because our hips are our stabilizers, okay? Just feeling around, right? Now, in order to turn this into a cardio exercise, one of my favorite exercises that you can do is tapping as you are circulating the horizon, tapping. And then if we want to make this a little more interesting, we can go a little bit faster. Okay, so there's your cardio. And the idea when you're tapping quickly around it is to make sure that you're not moving it. You want to be able to tiptoe it and do it with control without moving it, okay? Now, the other thing that you can do is we can cross the river or cross the creek. So we're stepping across, right? Love stepping across. And it feels so squishy on your feet. It feels so good. But again, if you need footwear to do this, that is perfectly fine. It is made to use tennis shoes on it, but just working on coming across. All right. And then I know we've got some athletes that are on there who enjoy watching, or we've got some of you who really like to get a little bit more tricked out. Okay. Then what you can do is work it a little bit quicker. So how does that work? Step across, tap, step across, tap. Going a little bit quicker. And then you get to the point where you just keep a foot up, keeping a foot up, okay, and rebalancing. So that's one way that you can play around with it to get the heart rate up, okay? We can step up balance, squeeze that butt cheek and lift off, okay? Step center, squeeze that butt cheek, come back off. Now we can add the squishy ball, squeeze and lift, squeeze and lift. We can stay same side, okay? Staying same side. We can bring the knee up, touch the ball. The opportunities, the movement. Woo, there went the balance, right? Falling into wellness there, losing my balance. But hey, here's what's important. If we can work on learning how to balance because of, so if we can work on our balance in a controlled environment and we know we're going to be sloppy with it, it is so much better to do it where you're in control than to be outside and you lose your balance out there and your body doesn't know how to respond. So if you are super sloppy on the balance ball trainer, then it's a good time to be playing around with it because it's better to be sloppy and your body work through it than for your body to be sloppy and you don't get on it and you have to figure it out when you fall, okay? So many different things you can do. So the other one that you can do is we just squat, lift off, side, squat, lift off. And let's just say you don't even want to lift off because you just don't think you have the strength here yet. Just step, squat. Okay, you can step to the side, step, lift off, squat and lift off. So you don't even have to be on the unstable portion to work squats. Lift off, okay? So a lot of different things you can do with the top of it, okay? I haven't even gotten into what you can do when you're on top of it with both feet. So squishy ball time, okay? We can put the squishy ball in between our legs. Now here's the problem with this. Right now I'm bowing my knees to the outside, which is not a good idea for working the knees and the hips. It really creates a lot of imbalance there. So I'm going to show you how you can work it from the other side. But what we can do, I'm going to take a mat, okay? We can put one foot up here. We can drop the other knee back. We just lift off and drop down. And my foot here in the front is happened to rebalance and restabilize. So think about opening those toes as wide as you can, lifting up, dropping down, lifting up, dropping down, okay? You can step 2, step back, balance, drop down, come back up, step 2, step back. Now, if you can't drop your knee all the way down, then squishy ball time, which creates more balance challenges. Push on the squishy, squeeze those butt cheeks and pop back up. Drop on the squishy, squeeze those butt cheeks and lift back up. Woo! We are on fire. Okay, heart rate is up, so I gotta grab a drink. Continue to share with me, what are we doing to fall forward into wellness? Because there are so many great things. If you already have a type of a balance ball trainer, what are exercises that you enjoy doing to fall forward into fitness? And yes, if your knees hurt just watching, that's all the reason to get yourself one. Because let's show how we can work the core. Okay, so the core is we have a seat. We're going to put the squishy ball in the middle of our knees, and we're going to learn how to balance. Yep, balance and squeezing the squishy. Okay. Yep. I make it look easy. It's not that easy. Okay, but we can go feet down. We can rock back and lift. We don't even have to hold it. But if we squeeze that ball and lift, we can even put our hands back, drop the ball down, squeeze and lift. Whoo, you talk about a good ab workout there, right? So you can do your platform for a while. You can do 10 minutes on the platform, 10 minutes on the horizon, and then go back to the platform and go back and forth for a 30-minute workout. Totally killer, right? Now, let me show you something else. This is another one of my favorite exercises. If you notice, my feet are shoulder width apart, okay? And I'm squeezing while I'm leaning back. For those of you who have back pain or have SI joint pain, this is gonna feel so much better because your booty is sitting like on a donut. It's like ultra cushion and the unit moves with you. So you're not sitting on a hard surface. So it's really comfortable for working the back, okay? So if I'm squeezing, now we're getting pelvic floor in here. Yes, you heard me. We're working pelvic floor all at the same time. So it's good stuff, right? And then again, we can just barely pick those feet up, okay? And putting them back down, squeeze, put them back down. Now, I wanna give you a special one. We put our feet together, knees are out, totally different animal here. Totally different animal with doing pelvic floor, but man, is it awesome. Okay, so feet together, knees are squeezing, squeeze, lift, drop, relax. Squeeze, lift, keeping those feet together, down, relax. Okay, we can take those feet apart. So many different combinations here. We're gonna have to have some live videos, some live workouts on just how to put all these together. And again, I've been using something similar to this for about 20 years. So the opportunities are endless for workouts. For those of you that are bored out of your mind with workouts, right? We all need some stimulus. So when it comes to working more into the abs, if you have really sore back and you want to work on learning how to do sit-ups, right? You can actually use this as a cushion and you can sit a little forward on the front of it, okay? And we can go back, touch the ground, and then rock forward, okay? Sit back, touch the ground, and then come forward. Even better yet, put the ball in between your knees, pelvic floor is activated, lean back, touch, and sit up. So for those of you who are struggling with being able to do a sit up because you're weak or because you're carrying a little more floof here in the front, that's quite all right. We all have to start somewhere, right? We're just leaning back and sitting up, and we're still working those muscles. Now, if we have back pain and we're really wanting to work on stretching out our low back, we're actually going to sit on the floor with our back up against the horizon. And from here, we're going to take it back and we're just going to work on squeezing our butt cheeks really high and then coming back down and relaxing. Or you can even stay right here. Just push your booty up, okay? Now, if you've watched some of my videos in the past, you're going to hear me talking about squeezing Benjamin, okay? And what I want you to remember when you are squeezing Benjamin with your butt, I'm giving you an imaginary $100 bill. And in order to make sure that the pelvic floor and the glutes are firing in the proper sequencing for things to happen right, I'm going to give you that $100 bill. And you need to put it in your butt crack and squeeze it really tight so that nobody can take it away from you. And when you go to push your hips through the roof to do a glute bridge, make sure you're squeezing Benjamin, squeezing that $100 bill, because when you do that, it activates everything. So squeeze Benjamin with your booty, okay? So I'm here. We're in the business of turning watermelon butts into cantaloupes, right? So squeeze Benjamin with your booty and just lift through the roof, okay? You can take that ball overhead, squeeze Benjamin with your booty, lift hips up through the roof, coming back down. So all the weight right now, my shoulders are on the horizon. Squeeze Benjamin with your booty, push through the hips, through the roof. And you can stay in this opened position. So if you have neck or shoulder pain, most of the time it's because our chest muscles are ultra tight. And so what we can do is we can just open and hold this position. We don't even have to squeeze and push through the roof. We can just squeeze Benjamin with our butt and just open up and just lay here, okay? We can keep our butt on the ground and we can just take our squishy ball and just open up. And you're gonna feel this all the way through the front of your abdominals and in your chest, okay? So if you're having shoulder pain and if you're having back pain, those are some of those areas when we get really tight here, because we're like this. I like to call this the T-Rex fingers, working with our phone like this all the time, or we're like this all the time, or we're like this all the time. These pec minors get really tight. And when those pec minors get really tight, everything rolls forward. And if you see me rolling forward, my head goes forward too when I'm doing this, and then you get mad, then everything tightens down. So how many times a day do you actually look up or open up? Because we're all used to being like this, and then when we sit at home, we're like this, and when we sleep, we're like this. So we have to be able to open up, okay? Opening up. And so we don't have to be doing that in the form of strength. We need to be doing it in the form of mobilization, mobility, because this is supposed to be super mobile. But if we're not super mobile, then the head and neck muscles have to try and be more mobile. And our head and neck muscles, that's where the headaches come from. That's where the neck tension comes from, with everything pulling forward. And then our pelvis rolls under, and then our back starts to ache. So the secret is opening it up. All right. So let me show you that again. So we're on the ground. We just open up, and you can just lay here. You just lay here and breathe, and this feels so good. I haven't done this in a while, okay? So we can work hips and abs. We can stay laying here so we're not having to work our head and neck. You can use the floor to stabilize. Oh my gosh, now we're working our hips and our thighs. Again, the opportunities are endless. So many things we can do. So let me show you what we can do with it tilted on the other side. It bounces. How fun is that? Okay. So we can do a lot of stuff with it facing on the other side down. Okay. Those of you who have shoulder pain, I use this a lot for my clients for shoulder pain. Okay. And it's just teeter totter. We're just teeter tottering. We're getting things moving because, again, we're used to not moving as much as we should. So we can move. Now, watch this. Because it's a circle, we can circle around so that we're working our whole body, and we can go the other direction. So if you were to win the Horizon Balance Ball, what is the first exercise you would want to try in order to fall forward into your own wellness? Okay. So from here, if you don't like doing push-ups, then we bring the platform up higher to you. So we can drop down. We can even lay on it. We can push the ground away. All right. When athletes do push-ups like this, and they really can't do a proper push-up, I teach them how to do what's called a flying T push-up. And so I actually have them start in a kneeling position if they need to, okay? And we got to squeeze Benjamin with our booty, okay? Squeezing Benjamin with our booty. And we slowly lower ourselves to the platform. We fly away. We bring our hands to, push the platform away. Now, if you want to really know that you're working these, let's put the squishy ball in, okay? Squeeze that squishy ball. Don't let anybody take your ball away. Flying away, coming back to, pushing away, all right? Now, to get into that push-up position, you can squeeze that ball and elevate your booty. Make sure you're still squeezing Benjamin, Lower yourself to the platform, fly away, push off, okay? So many ways you can do this, all right? That's how you can do certain push-ups. Because we have the ability to position our hands in different ways, we can go into a push-up position with our arms in different positions. We can go into the recessed handles where we're making contact and coming back up. We can go single-legged. We can go single-legged, bringing the leg to Superman, okay? A lot of different things you can do with that, okay? Planks, because this is a non-slip, super dynamic textured surface, we can go planks on the forearms and we can work our core this way. Super fun to do. Now, the other thing that we can do, if you have problems with ankles, we can put the foot up here in this kneeled position, and you can do ankle rehab and work on ankle mobility by forcing the foot ankle to do the movement without being loaded. So I'm just on my knee on one leg, moving forward and backward, side to side, and then we make big circles one way, big circles the other way, right? So many different things you can do. Another thing that's really fun to do, if you like gaming, we can turn this into a gaming event with fitness. We get onto the textured surface on black and we try and balance, right? Because it's a balance ball. So we try and balance. And then we can add the squishy ball to our ankles, right? And it's just minor changes in our core that allow us to stay on top. So you don't have to be crazy hard off the top, but you definitely can be if you want to. Like, the sky is the limit as to how complex this gets. If you're wanting to go from an elevated position, we can go here with the platform facing up, and we can work on kneeling lunges. Woo! Yep, it's as hard as it looks. And so if you need something to transition that energy, compress that squishy ball, and it actually makes it easier because we're allowing the energy to travel through our body. Okay, we come to the side, we sit on our booty, and we lift off. Okay, sit on our booty, and we lift off. Another exercise that I like to do with athletes and those who are injured is we keep it on this wobble side, okay? If you want to go without the squishy ball, we're just balancing, okay? Just balancing, and we coming back off. Super important not to lock those knees out. We don't want to lock the knees out, okay? So get your foot centered wherever you need to. You can just barely come up off the ground, come back up. We can go all the way up, coming back down. We can go side, lift off, coming back down, okay? If you are in for exploring the great horizon, you can get into a side position and we can rock into it and we can work squats this way with the goal of keeping this as flat as possible. And you can go as wide as you want to, as flat as you can possibly keep it, okay? We can work hips side to side. You want something to really work those thighs with the booty band on. We can work tilting side to side. We can go forward to backward. We can act like we're in the circus and like going for a ride, working circles. So many different things you can do. So many different things. Heart rate is up. Okay, so I'm seeing so many awesome things you can talk about. Okay, maybe you can go single-legged. Absolutely, I can go single-legged. Let me show you that. Yes, the horizon, falling into wellness with the great horizon, right? Okay, do not try this at home until you are working your way to really balanced. But one of my fun tricks that I like to do, once you get used to really working on things, is jumping and landing it and staying on it, okay? And then as to getting off, you can do what I just did, or if you're wanting to get off, okay? If you're wanting to get off, you just grab the side as you step off, all right? Single leg. You can go single leg from here, or we can go single leg. We can throw objects at each other. That's always fun to throw a ball at the wall and respond back. It's fun to reach down to touch the floor and to come back up. Again, really working the stability of the ankle, coming back up. If you have something on side that you can work on, really stabilizing that foot ankle joint and being really rigid while being able to move, just really coordinating, that's a really, really important thing. For those of you who have kiddos or you want to game this, let me show you a fun game. I'm just taking a ball, just a regular old ball, okay? You can use a lacrosse ball, you can use a kid's ball. We're gonna put it right here in the middle. I'm doing this with my senior citizens right now, and they're staying right here on their knees, and we get the ball moving. It's kind of like pinball. We're just drawing circles, making mild changes to our body, and we're having to learn how to control to get the ball back into the center. And then once we do that, we get into a bear crawl position. So now that we're there, now we get the knees up, we get the ball loose, and we really, really control where the ball goes. And the first person that drops the ball off of the platform because they're not able to rebalance loses, or they lose, the other person gains a point. And you can play for however many points, or you can play for time. And so we go here to the full plank position. And again, when you're gaming fitness, you don't realize that you're working as hard as you are because the stimulus input to the brain is so different. And we are all such a competitive nature. We can go feet super wide, okay? We can go into more of a downward dog position. If you can't maintain the push-up position, we can go more downward dog. There's so many different ways you can play. But I love playing the games. We all gotta have games, right? And so there are so many things that you can do. And again, anybody can do this. One of the first things that I started doing when I was recovering from 8 spinal injuries, learning to walk again, was just some of those things that I just showed you. And it's all about what you want to put into it as to how to get out of it. If you're needing to stretch and you're wanting to work on stretching, especially these side muscles, the QL is one that can cause some back pain, is we just lean over to the side and we just open up. But this conforms with us. So it feels really good, okay? And if we want to bring a leg up, come back down. So we can do Pilates, We can get into some really difficult yoga positions, okay? We can do all kinds of stuff, so many things we can do. If you're trying to work on planking and you just can't hold yourself up there yet, we just get into a side plank position, and from here, we just clear and come back down. Clear, come back down. Or if you want to use it for your elbow, okay, we're here, we push off and drop back down, pushing off. And no, I'm not staying in 100% of alignment, but we're working on strengthening these areas. So again, so many things that we can do in order to strengthen. We can get kneeling on it, legs are out to the side, and we can just sit back. And some of you, you don't have the mobility in your knee if you have artificial joints. You can't really sit back because you're pinching. So we can rock forward, but this leg is elevated. So we're able to get a really good stretch here, okay? We can walk our way around. Now we can feel it in our back. Again, the sky is the limit as to what all we can do. And again, we provide a poster as to how you can incorporate all these different programs into the workout, okay, for your custom workout. If you're wanting to work those triceps, but you don't want to do push-ups, okay, we can get to where we're in a seated position. We get our arms underneath of us and we just dip, come right back up, dip down, come back up, okay? And if we want to make this harder, we can add the booty lift, okay? We can also add the squishy ball. If we want to make it a little bit more interesting that way, we can sit, like I said, it tilts, right? So we can sit on top of it and go from that standpoint. Oh, so many things you can do. If you just want to sit and rock back and forth, okay, we can do that. Again, cannot tell you how many different things you can do with this because we could go for hours and hours and hours. And yes, that does look safer than doing it from the couch for sure. And the triceps are best in order to get rid of them old bat wings, right? Them extra sidewalls. Yes. Carol, you can definitely use the turbo at the same time for planks. I've done it. In fact, I've got some devices behind me that I could demonstrate that with, but I see that I'm wearing you out, so I'm not going to show you all of those exercises. That's for another live going forward, right? So yes, this might strengthen hypermobility, and you're exactly right. The sky is the limit as to how you can use the horizon, and the horizon is great into the world of creativity and imagination as to how you can use it. So remember, $79.99. If you're interested in the size, it is 24 inches across, and it is a circle, so it's 24 inches no matter which direction you're looking at it. But okay, would you ever put the balance on the vibration plate? You absolutely can. Yes, you can do that. Now, if you're going to do that, you want to, if you have a curved platform, you're not going to be able to put it this side down because the curve will not contour with this hard side that's not flexible. You would have to do it this side, okay? If you have a flat platform, then yes, you can do it this side down and absorb the energy of vibration through the actual ball. So definitely an easy possibility to do that. In fact, while we're here, give me just a few moments and I'll move one of the platforms over and I can show you some different tricks that you can do with that. And while I'm grabbing the platform, I want you all to post what you need to work on first and foremost to improve your balancing into wellness going forward. What is the one thing that you need to work on to be the best version of yourself so that you can find balance all the way around you in life, okay? So I want you to write that into the comment section so that we can reward you with something ultra special today. And we're going to get you all set up. All right, this is the Rumble X Plus. It's completely flat. across the top, and it's got a lockable screen. If you are wanting to get a platform to go along with your Horizon Balance Ball and you need a discount code, you can use, if they're not already having a special, you can use Amberton about any time as an extra code if you want the discount and they're not running a special. So you can try that. Okay, so I'm on the P2 program here. We lay the platform on here, and there we go. So yes, I'm absorbing that energy, and it feels really, really, really good. And let's wait and see what happens here, because it's going to switch very quickly into that oscillating mode. Right now it's in lateral mode. Woo, we are burning. Okay, there it is in a plank. Here we go. Ultra fun. Okay, and remember, if you sit near the center, that's where you're gonna absorb less energy than if you are to the side. Woozy! This is a hard one, balancing in the center of the ball. But my rump, I'll tell you what, if you've got sciatica, you can lay to the side here and really absorb that energy in the booty, and wowzers, is this cool. So if you have a platform, you've got to get one. These are awesome. You can hold on to the actual platform for better balance. But yeah, this is really cool. Thanks for asking about that. Now, let's see how crazy creative we can get here. Oh, jollies. That's crazy hard. We can go into a single leg elevation while holding. You can see I'm vibrating like crazy. Yep. Woo. Good stuff. Okay, we can even rest our arm here and absorb the energy here directly into my shoulders. Vibration across my forearms. My arms are going bananas. That is a pretty awesome thing. So if you don't have one of these and you have a platform, then you definitely need to invest yourself in the great Horizon Balance Ball Trainer, because if you add it to the platform, it is impressive, I tell you. It was not my plan to show this today, but since you ask, I'm always up for a fun experiment or using my imagination for the greater good. There we go. There's a tough one. Squeezing those booty muscles, lifting nice and tall. Definitely not an easy task here, my friends. Very hard to do this right here. But everything is actively firing. We're getting the vibration through the Horizon Ball at the same time. So my body is experiencing vibration while we're balancing even more stable environment. Or you got back pain, you just want to go for a ride. You just sit on here and go for a ride. But be careful. Be careful, because it is contagious. It feels really good, and you might not be able to get away from it. Very addictive moment right here. The vibration is intense when you are sitting deep into the horizon. Yes. So, wow, that was really cool. So thank you for asking to do that, because as soon as I'm done on this video, I'm going to have to just get back on there and sit on it and just feel the energy coming through my rump. That actually, that feels really good. And you can actually go to the side. So if you're wanting to feel it, if you're wanting to lay, okay, so here's another one. You've got back pain, right? And you don't want to lay across the top. Here's how you can lay on it while experiencing the vibration. Ah, so good. Feels so good. Ah, sorry, I'm having a moment. Feels amazing, and I'm already itching. Oh my gosh, am I itching? My back is itching. This is crazy awesome. Woo! Okay, keep putting in the comments. What can you not wait to try now that I've given all you these little secrets of mine, these tips and tricks? What can you not wait to try to fall into wellness with the Great Horizon? Okay, I guess I have to get back to work and actually talk to all of you right now. Yes, it does. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. Now, here's what I'm going to caution you on, though. Oh, we can totally do that, Carol. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you. Let's go swimming. Let's go do some Superman action. Let's save the world. Okay, but real quick, what I want to make sure you know, we have a weight capacity for certain machines and we have a weight capacity for this. I'm not worried about the weight capacity for this, but it's only 14 pounds in weight. So if you're pushing the threshold of your max capacity on your platform and you add the 15 pounds in addition to you on the platform, make sure that your platform can handle the extra weight so that you don't unexpectedly shut your machine down. Okay. Whew. All right. Now I will tell you, if you do this, you want to make sure you're on a low level setting of vibration because my tummy is in contact with, and that might not be the ideal sensation with having that vibration going through your belly. In some ways, it can actually help you, but it needs to be on a low level of intensity. And see if we bend the knees, squeeze Benjamin with your butt. And then you can lift booty into the air. There we go. And just fingertips, just using my thumbs to balance, right? Or we just lay here, balance, touch, lift off. This is a good booty lifter. If you start to itch, give it a little patty pat. Okay? We can go facing forward and we get a totally different sensation because of how the vibration is working. Pelvic floor. Oh my gosh. So if you've got menstrual cramps, low level setting, put this right in your lower belly and just brace yourself with your feet and your hands and just let that vibrate those muscles to calm them. Again, low level vibration, and that will help with menstrual cramps. Or if you are pre-hysterectomy or post-hysterectomy and you've been cleared to walk, only if you've been cleared to walk, whoo, we are getting some vibration there. So again, it's fine balance, flying away, right? And for what it's worth, my belly is itching, my back is itching, everything is good. So yes, that will, Jennifer, I will tell you, I do a lot, we do a lot of pelvic floor, especially, that's how I got involved with Lifepro is pelvic floor challenges. And I needed something that was going to activate and yet calm the scar tissue from all of my abdominal challenges. And so the vibration platform was the first thing that calmed my pelvic floor pain down, but amplified the ability to support all of my organs without a uterus. And so there is an easy way of working pelvic floor based on your circumstances and based on your current level. But again, sometimes we don't have to do an exercise. We just have to have a stimulus because the laws of motion state that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And so if we are receiving that hyperstimulation of vibration, then it's going to cause those muscles to actively fire. And that is how my battery got recharged, was with the jumper cables being the platform. And then my pain just went away and my life continued to thrive. But before that, I was very, very miserable, even after pelvic surgery. And today I'm completely pain free and I'm at my best now, 55 pounds down. So I finally hit like 146, which like crazy. Never would have saw that one coming. It's taken me 20 years to get there, but I've done it with seriously just using the platform and keeping stress under control. And I don't diet, so no special diets. But just keeping things under control that I can control. So it is after 1. We've been doing some of this for a while. So again, you're going to get your user manual. You're going to get your hand pump. You can use, it comes with, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I figured this out today. You can use the straw that comes with this to blow into the squishy ball, but the hand pump actually fits into the valve of the squishy ball and the horizon. So you're going to get all that you absolutely need in order to use it within 10 minutes after you pop it out of the box. And you can always come back to this live series because this will be shared and uploaded to YouTube. So if you're like, man, I remember watching Amber and I have this fantastic poster, but I have no idea what I want to do or how I want to explore, and you just need somebody to just give you a firm kick in the butt with Benjamin to get your butt trying some different things, then come back and watch this on YouTube and go back through some of this, and you can laugh with me. You can totally laugh with me again because I like to do goofy things because fitness has to be fun. And we have to find ways to fall forward into our wellness by having fun. Because if we get bored and if we're not having fun, then our cortisol levels go up, our happy hormones go psh and crash, and we tend to not fall into the greater abilities of ourselves when that happens. So we have to find a way to have fun. And so there are so many ways to have fun with the Great Horizon. I have just officially nicknamed this as the Great Horizon. So, but you're going to get that. It does not come with resistance bands, but you can anchor resistance bands into it. It does not come with an extra mat. You're going to have everything you need in order to do the workout, though. Last but not least, if you do not have a platform, get yourself a platform. Make sure that it's of a significant size and weight capacity that you can use your Horizon with your platform. If you don't already have a Rumble X, it is 3 motors and they are my favorite because you can turn any Rumble X into any other platform that we have, but you can't turn one of the other platforms into not into a Horizon, into a Rumble X because the Rumble X has 3 motors and that's what makes it special. So if you don't already have a Rumble X, and if you're looking for one, if you have artificial joints or you have problems with your feet or with your hips, you want to make sure that you stay away from a super curve. So the 4D is not a good option. If you have really big feet, like a women's 10 or larger, or men's 10 to 12, the Pro and the Plus have a really nice size platform that you can fit your feet on there without falling unstable. The Max has a max capacity of 550 pounds. So you can always do the Max if you are over 300 pounds. The other platforms have a weight capacity of 330. I don't ever like to play the line of max capacities with myself or with any clients. So if you are in the need for a platform, then definitely get yourself one to use with the Horizon Ball because the sky is the limit as to what you can do for pain management, for stress reduction, for mobility. You don't have to use it to work out. You can do all kinds of different things. You got it, Jody. Like, we got this with both combined. I love it. So let me check with my backstage people and see. Excuse me. Let me see who our winner is going to be. I'm awaiting to hear back. She's going to send me who our awesome winner is for the New Horizon. Those of you who are interested in one who do not win one, they are available right now that you can buy, and you don't have to have a coupon to get the $79.99 today. They are normally $89.99, but for the next 2 weeks, you can get it $79.99, and it will automatically show up at that discounted price in the cart, and you can buy that on Amazon, or you can buy it on the Lifepro website as the link includes. We are getting a winner, so hang tight for me. I don't generate the randomness of our winner, and they have the special program. They type everybody's name into it who's been participating, and so we have a special winner that we don't pick, but the computer just pops out a name, and up we go. So they're getting me that name right now. Okay, so again, we are falling into wellness forward, okay? I have been away for a little while because we've got so many amazing products coming out. I can't even begin to tell you. I have every single product that Lifepro has ever made, and I've been with Lifepro for about 3 years. So I've been with them from the very beginning. And what I love about what they're coming out with now is so different from anything else they've ever done. And it's going in the direction of anti-aging as well as being able to do things at home. So with the pandemic challenges and with weather and inclement weather, or you don't have a ride, or you don't want to go to the gym because you're just not feeling confident in yourself. We have so many neat things coming forward. So make sure that you set your notification settings to cue you in if we are going to be going live, or stay tuned on our Facebook and our Instagram groups so that you know when we are launching new products, because most of our product launches take place on Fridays. But here at the end of the month coming up, I think we've got several products coming out all at the same time. Excuse me. So, I want you to think about, though, with everything going on, what can we do to minimize things we don't have control over so we can keep stress happy? Okay. Um, awesome. Okay. I have a winner. I have a winner. And I hope that I don't butcher the name. The customer service is the best, Carol. So thank you so much for participating. Carol, you are the winner. Carol, I'm going to say Stevener, you are the winner of the Horizon Balance Ball. So you get to go into the great horizon with me. Exciting. Yes, Carol Stevener, Stevener, you are the winner today. So thank you, thank you so much for participating actively and sharing all of your thoughts and your goals with us, because we want to be, not everybody can afford a personal trainer. Not everybody can afford to hire me to come into your homes to fly out to see you. And a lot of us don't have all the hours in the day that everybody needs us. So when we don't have access to certain people because we don't have the resources or the finances to do it, Lifepro is bringing so many opportunities to your home, so that you don't have to go out and resource those people. And so I'm really excited to be part of the team with Lifepro, because every single day that Abe and Joel are putting together a plan for new products coming out, it's with the intent of bringing out the best version of all of you. And by bringing out the best version of you, you have the power to go out and shine your casting happiness, to be kind to somebody who is maybe not having the best version of their day. And so, if we can provide you these opportunities with these products, and we can provide you the education and the leadership in order to be able to use our products to create the best version of you, that you can go out and be nice to somebody else, or change somebody's world with whatever gifts and talents every one of you has a gift and talent inside. And you might not have figured that out yet, but I promise you, you all have something within yourself that is very unique, that makes you special. And when you use that for the greater good of something other than yourself, I'm telling you, the energy and the magic comes full circle when you least expect it. And so greatness is not what we have. It's not what we have, not the money, it's not the car, it's not the house. Greatness is experienced by what you give and share of your gifts and your talents to others. And so the more that you give and share to others, whether there's strings attached, or whether you're doing it with the expectation of something in return, if you're able to give and share to others, then it will come back full circle. And the world is so small. It's crazy how full circle the world is. And it always happens when you least expect it. So continue to hang with us, especially the holidays are coming, and there's some awesome, awesome gifts coming out. Super excited about all the gifts, and they're all affordable. That's what's awesome. Everything is so affordable for so many people. So I guarantee you, we are going to be, and I did a podcast with Stop Chasing Pain. I did a podcast on Monday with them, and I'm really excited about that, because it was for Lifepro, and we talk about the vibration platforms, but we also talk about what the vibration platforms do that most of you don't realize, and how it affects your life for the good without having to put any extra effort or time or energy in. And so I want you to be on the lookout for that podcast when we post it, because the doctor that interviewed me did a phenomenal job, and I was super grateful to be part of that. We have so many other things coming out here in the future, but I love Lifepro, and I love their mission, and I love their values and their customer service, because it's all about bringing out the best of you. So if there's something that we can do to help to bring out the best version of you into the future, if you're looking for a certain product that we don't carry, or you are needing help with a product that you already have and you just can't get the answers, make sure and reach out to Joel or myself, or Lifepro customer service or send a direct message to Lifepro. They do have people who are actively listening. It's not always a robot listening and receiving your information. They are taking notes. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the squishy ball. The squishy ball. They listen to what all you want and how we can make your life better without extra money or without having to go anywhere. And by doing that, it just the universe gives itself back around. So thank you all so much for the opportunity to serve you today. And I want you to remember to do something kind and to recognize the beauty out in front of all of you. I had a high school classmate pass away. I graduated in 1996, so I'm 43. And one of my good friends passed away on Monday due to COVID. And you just don't realize how short life can be and how much time we have left. And so I like to talk about the dash. And then, you know, the two most important days of your life is the day you're born and the day you figure out why. And when you go to a cemetery and you look at somebody's headstone, you see their birth date and you see the end date, and then you see this itty bitty little dash in the middle. The dash is how you spend that time, but it's such a small representation on that headstone. But it is the greatest impact of what you can do. And so my dash is serving all of you and doing what I can do to take my life's challenges and make them something better for everybody else, learning from my struggles to make it, you know, struggles to strengths, tragic to magic, pain to purpose. So make sure that you're serving your dash the best possible way you can each and every day, and don't ever take a day for granted, because we just don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And so the gratitude in each and every one of you today is that you can see or you can hear or you can feel my energy, and you're vertical or you're able and coherent and you're conscious to experience this this live. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me, because so many different things you could be doing right now instead of listening in and sharing your time with me. And so thank you all so very much, from Lifepro, from myself, from Joel and Abe, and you know, from those who are all listening in together, and for those of you who are commenting and we're learning from each other in our little community. It's not so little anymore, though. It's a massive community, which makes it even better. Thank you so much. Brian, let's see, brain freeze. I love that. Can you use this product if you have spinal fusion? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. So if you can walk, you can use it. If you can't walk, you can use it. You can still use it on different things. So thank you all so much for watching. Congratulations to Carol for winning, and super excited to see you in the very near future of upcoming episodes of not only live classes, but just tips and tricks of how we can help you and live product launches. Thank you so much. Love you all. Have a great day.